This is a nice little out and back hike on the Goldwater Lake Trail 396. Here's the parking lot at White Spar Campground. This is just outside of the White Spar Campground. And we're going to go up here on 396, up over the hill, down the other side to the valley, and then up a little ways here and out to a beautiful little pool right about in this area where the trail makes a sharp turn and starts heading back up the hill again. In fact, if a person wanted to, they could take this trail 396 from White Spar all the way out past this pool, all the way out past Lower Goldwater Lake and then Upper Goldwater Lake and out to Senator Highway. Much longer hike, and again, that's a nice out and back hike too. The one we're going to do today, just out to this little pool, is about 3 miles. About a mile and a half out, mile and a half back. Very pleasant hike. This is a beautiful area all the way through here. Down in the valley here, just before we get to the pool, is an open area where there used to be an old homestead. So there are a lot of interesting things to see out here too. This is the parking lot at White Spar. Now just beyond this gate is Trail 67. That's the Schoolhouse Gulch Trail. We'll be on that trail for just a few yards actually, till we cut off to the left on 396, the Goldwater Lakes Trail. Here's where 396 cuts off from 67, Schoolhouse Gulch, and as you can see, we haven't come very far. Alright, so not too far from the parking lot. We cut up on 396, and hopefully you'll be able to read this. This is a Goldwater Lake Trail, 396, and there's a couple other little trails that will pass, and then the bottom one says Schoolhouse Gulch Trail, 67. So we're going to go out about a mile and a half to a nice little pool and turn around there. We could go all the way over to Senator Highway, but we're not going to do that today. We're just starting up the hill now, and as we get started, you can see we passed behind the White Spar Campground. There's one of the tending sites there. I don't see anybody camping right now, but there's a restroom down in there. So we do go by the back side of the White Spar Campground as we first get started going up the hill. Just a beautiful day today. Bright clear skies, nice cool breeze, makes it nice for hiking. Still a little bit of snow that hasn't melted off, but we've had a couple of nice warm days just recently. We're still just beginning to climb the hill, and as we get going here, you'll see evidence on the right hand side of the trail of some old diggings. We'll see more of those further up. Here are some more diggings a little further up the trail on the right hand side of the trail. So there was some prospecting or mining activity right there. And we're heading up this way. Here's where 374 cuts off to the left. And as you can see, it's called the Hidden Valley Trail. The Apple Blossom Trail, 373, is a half a mile. And there's an old orchard down there. I'm sure that's where the name came from. So that's a nice loop hike too. You could go down 373, or down 374, then back up the valley and join up with 396 again to make a loop hike out of it. From here, Goldwater Lake is 3 miles. We're not going to go all the way out there today, but just a great trail. We're getting up toward the top of the hill now, and things open up a little bit to the east right here, so you actually get a view over towards Senator Highway. Now I'm a little bit off the trail, not far, just a few yards off the trail to the left to get to this opening. So you get a little view over toward the east side. We're up on the top of the hill now, and there's a little opening here. You get a nice view to the west, actually to the north, west and south. You see Thumb Butte over there, just behind those trees, is Granite Mountain and Mount Francis over here, and a nice view all the way down. Also, up here on the top of the hill, this little clearing, it's off to the right-hand side of the trail. Somebody constructed a little monument to the firefighters that were killed. I think you can see the number 19 there, the Hot Shots, Prescott Hot Shots. So there are different monuments that people have created up here in Prescott in their memory. Here's another shot towards Thumb Butte. We're going down the other side of the hill now, down into the valley, and right here there's a little cutover trail. You see the sign says 396, so that's what we're going to take. Stay on 396, but this little trail cuts over, not too far, to Trail 81. So a person could take this trail over to 81, drop down to the Schoolhouse Scouts Trail and back. That makes a nice little loop hike too. A lot of people do that one. So we're going to stay on 396 for a little ways further, maybe quarter mile, drop down into the valley, and we do meet up with 81 down there. Okay, we're down at the bottom of the hill now, down in the valley, and you can see here's 81 that comes in from the right-hand side. We're going to continue this way, 396, but there is a trail going down to the left also, down the valley. Let's have a look at the signs here. So Banning Creek Trail, number 61, goes down the valley. Actually goes in both directions, but it's also 396 going to the right. Apple Blossom Trail, 373 is 3/4 of a mile down there. And again, you can make a loop hike going back up that way. And the Schoolhouse Scouts Trail, 67, is 3/4 of a mile over 81 and up the hill and down. And this is where we came from. Goldwater Lake Trail, 396. Hidden Valley Trail, 3/4 of a mile up there on the top of the hill. Now Goldwater Lake from this point, 2¼ miles. Now we come to an opening here. There used to be an old homestead right in this area. I found some things here with my metal detector, and also there's some trees here that are not native to Prescott. Also at this point, there's another trail cutting off to the left. This one goes up to Lower Goldwater Lake. And just before you get up to the top of it, there's a big mining operation, or was, off to the right-hand side. Interesting place to see, too. Here we are at the little pool. There's always water here, summer and winter. This stream is fed by Lower Goldwater Lake, so I'm thinking you'll probably always see water in this pool when you come up here. And we're just past the end of the clearing, not too far down that way. And the trail continues on up the hill, switchbacking up the hill and on over to Senator Highway. We're going to turn around at this point, but for a longer hike you could go all the way over to Senator Highway and back. In fact, if you look close, there's a cutover trail that can cut you over to the Schoolhouse Scouts Trail out towards the end of this one. Now this trail could be called really Goldwater Lakes Trail, plural, because there are 2 lakes. A lot of people don't know about it, but there's an Upper Goldwater Lake, which is the one everybody thinks of, which is open to the public, and there's another one, Lower Goldwater Lake. And on this trail, you'll pass both of them. So this is our turnaround point for today. Just a lovely little pool of water. I'm going to include a couple of pictures in the slideshow that follows of this pool during the summer, so you get a little different view of it.